equivalent resistance between
Obviously,
equivalent
this is a
resistance between
meme,
A and B.
but we are going to
Okay, so
solve
how
it,
can we determine? Now, equivalent resistance
right?
between A and B.
So we are going to solve it. Let's see. First, we are going to solve the top part, chat we call as, simply call as chat. Here we are going to have short circuit. So the 10 ohm part is going to be neglected. 2 and 4 in series make up 6 ohm, right? So these all make up 6 ohm. Then we have 8 ohm and 8 ohm in parallel right here. So these two will make 4 ohm right here, right? 6 ohm and 4 ohm in series will together make up 10 ohms, right? So overall this line, or what we call as chat plus windshield, together make us 10 ohms. Now we are going to talk about the back seat. First we'll talk about back seat. So again we have a short circuit here because this line will be easy to flow for the current. Then 2 and 2 and in series will form 4 ohm, and 4 ohm and 2 ohm in series will form 6 ohm. 6 ohm and 6 ohm are in parallel, so will form again 3 ohm. 3 ohm and 2 ohm, which will be in parallel, will together form 5 ohms. So the back seat together is what? Back seat together is 5 ohms. The 5 ohm is again in series with the front seat. So we are going to first calculate the front seat, right? So this is a very maze like structure you can see, but in simply if we define it, we can see these 6 ohm and this 6 ohm are in parallel, so they'll together form 3 ohms. These two lines are nothing but a single wire, not double wires. We can assume it to be single wires. So this 3 ohm is in series with this 3 ohm, which together will form what? 6 ohms, right? So they'll form this 3 3 and 3 will form 6 ohm. This 6 ohm is in parallel with this 6 ohm, so they'll together form 3 ohms, being due to parallel. So this 6 ohm and this 6 ohm will form 3 ohms. Now this 5 ohm, 3 ohm and 2 ohm are in series, so they'll form 10 ohms, right? So we'll erase this as well. We got the middle layer as well. This complete part is what? 10 ohms. 10 ohms, right? Now this what we call as shelter or chat and this middle layer are in parallel, so together they'll form 5 ohm. So we'll erase this complete part here. This complete part is 5 ohms. Now for the back wheel or rear wheel, we will see this 20 ohm and this 20 ohm being in parallel together forms 10 ohms, right? This 10 ohm is in series with 5 ohm and another 5 ohm, which together will form 20 ohms, right? Which together will form 20 ohms. So this is and this are together 10 10 and 5 5 are 20 ohms. Now this 20 ohm and this 20 ohm are again in parallel, which will form 10 ohms. This wheelie forms 10 ohms, and 10 ohms is in parallel with the chapada of the wheel or the cover of wheel, which will form 5 ohms. 10, 10, 10, and this wheel forms 5 ohm, right? So now next is front wheel, which is the last thing we have gotta do, the most difficult part. It's simple. What we have to do, this 15, this 15, and this 15 are all parallel. This will form, or all parallel, so this will form 5 ohm, right? This will form 5 ohm, and this 5 ohm is again in parallel with this 5 ohm, right? So this together will form 2.5 ohms. This front wheel and chapra, 2.5 ohm. This is a parallel circuit which joins into this circuit. So this 5 and this 5 will form 2.5 ohm, which will then join in series. This 5 ohm of upper chat of our auto rickshaw and this lower wheel were together formed the 2.5 ohm, and this 2.5 ohm was in series with the front wheel, which is again 2.5 ohm. So together 2.5 ohm and 2.5 ohm, the answer is 5 ohm, which is the C. And here we solve the question, which was in fact called to be a meme, but in actual perception it's a question as well, a great question. जेई एडवांस में ज़रूर देना चाहिए इसको.